What is good, my mutant freaks? I just finished Goodyng the Polymath from the Rippaverse, written by Mike Barron. If you guys don't know what the Rippaverse is, I suggest you go check out the link under the description under this video. They're a new superhero comic book company. They're awesome. They do a great job. They have really good writers like Jen and Sylvia Soska, Chuck Dixon, Eric July, and now Mike Barron. Now, what did I like about this and what did I not like about it? I will tell you. So the first thing that I will say is that it really brought me back to the old stuff, like the old origin stories where they're just simple and to the point. There's nothing like super like jaw-dropping type of stories, which I think that's how all origin stories should be. They need to just be simple and to the point, just to put a foundation of a character into a universe. Now, how the story goes is that it starts off with him in his youth, and you see him throughout high school, young adulthood to adulthood, and it really just kind of it's really for what it was for 75 pages. I thought they did amazing. I thought Mike Barron did an awesome job for doing that. For what he was limited to, like, holy cow, Mike Barron is an awesome writer. I've been a fan of his for a while. I've read a lot of his stories. But this, who is Goodyng the Polymath? I forgot to tell you. Goodyng the Polymath is the genius of the Rippaverse, kind of like their Iron Man or Bruce Wayne or Hank Pym. He really reminds me of Hank Pym, to be honest. Or even Reed Richards, I guess. He's the genius. He's awesome. He knows his stuff. The polymath. The polymath literally pretty much means that you know a little bit about everything, and that's who he is. He knows a lot of things. I really liked how it shows his progress of being a young kid and slowly starting to see how smart he's getting. It sees his progress in his technology that he's creating and stuff like that. And like I said, it reminds me of the old stuff, like old origin stories. It reminded me of Ant-Man, where in the first couple issues you see him experimenting on himself, which is that's exactly what Goodyng does in his books. In the book, Hank Pym does experiments on himself. You see him slowly progress with his technology and making upgrades, and that's what Goodyng does. And I really liked the villain. The villain was awesome. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but the villain wasn't who I expected it to be. Because again, I'm not gonna spoil it. But it just you just go around the corner. It's kind of like going around the corner and just seeing, like, oh, this is the bad guy. I did not expect this. And so that's kind of what the story really is. It's just his progress. It's the origin story, seeing him from youth to adulthood. It's a good story. I read it twice, and the reason why I read it twice was because the first time I read it, I had a big headache, and then I also just, like, I sped through it, and I was like, I don't even know what I read. So then I read it again this morning. I really liked it. I really did, for what it was. Again, I think it really kind of just bothered me that it could have been more pages. I think that would have been a little better pace if it was maybe like 20 pages more. That probably would have been fine, maybe even 15. But I don't blame Mike for what he was limited to, 75 pages. But yeah, other than that, I really liked it. Probably 7 out of 10 for me. So, but yeah, again, if you want to go and find a new comic book company, the Rippaverse is the company for you. They are really good at creating new characters, things that you wouldn't really think of in the superhero realm. Their next book that they're coming out with is by Chuck Dixon, and it is The Horseman. The Horseman, I am very looking forward to. So go check that out. There's a character description in the character description in the website that I'll have under here. So go check it out. They have a lot of other comic books like Yaira, Isom, Alpha Core. Go check it out. Be stern, be great. And as always, we will talk to you guys later.